Version 5.3 of Genshin Impact is shaping up to be one of the most exciting updates in recent memory, with a wealth of new content that's sure to thrill players. Whether you're preparing to pull on the banners, gearing up for the Lantern Rite event, or just looking forward to the new features, there's something for everyone. In this breakdown, I'll walk you through the most anticipated features of this update, from the debut of new 5-star characters to the arrival of free rewards, skins, and mechanics. The first phase of version 5.3 will feature 2 brand new 5-star characters, Mavuika and Citlali. This is a notable change in how new characters are being introduced, as typically only one new character is released per phase. Mavuika, in particular, has caught the community's attention as the first Archon designed with a focus on dealing massive damage as a main DPS, a major shift from the usual support-oriented roles we've seen with past Archons. Mavuika shines as a pyro-based main DPS, capable of dealing huge AoE damage and triggering powerful elemental reactions. Her elemental burst can reach impressive heights, with vaporized damage potentially going as high as 1 million in the right setup. Her elemental skill creates a pyro-infused circle, dealing continuous AoE damage, making her ideal for clearing mob waves. However, her damage output relies heavily on strong support characters like Bennett, Farina, or Zonley to truly reach its potential. Without these supports, her damage numbers might not feel as impactful. If you're looking for a character who can fill the sub-DPS role, characters like Xingqiu or Bennett are likely better options. Mavuika is definitely built to shine as a main DPS, so if you're looking to use her in that role, she could be a fantastic addition to your team. One interesting aspect of Mavuika is her bike mechanic, which offers an exciting new feature for exploration. However, it isn't without its drawbacks. The bike struggles on certain terrains, such as water and air, and the fuel gauge limits how long you can ride it. Despite this, it adds a fun and unique element to her kit, especially for exploring regions like Natlan. If you already have a strong team built around her, Mavuika could be a great investment, but if you're simply interested in her mobility or her sub-DPS potential, you may want to consider other characters. Citlali, the other new character in this phase, is an exciting support option, particularly for melt teams. She complements characters like Mavuika by significantly boosting their damage output. Her synergy with Mavuika is smooth and intuitive, and her abilities work in tandem to trigger powerful melt reactions. While Citlali's shield isn't as strong as characters like Zhongli's, her real value lies in her ability to enhance your team's overall damage output by shredding elemental resistances and enabling reactions. She's a team buffer, rather than a tank, and her focus should be on utility and DPS rather than shielding. For players focused on optimizing melt reactions, Citlali could be a game-changing character. If you're F2P, deciding between Mavuika and Citlali will be a tough choice, as both bring immense value to the team. Moving on to the second phase of version 5.3, players can look forward to the return of 2 popular rerun characters, Clorinde and Arlecchino. Clorinde is an electro DPS character with sleek, stylish gameplay, and if you missed her initial release, this rerun may be the perfect opportunity to add her to your roster. Arlecchino, on the other hand, has been one of the most hyped characters from Fontaine, making her return highly anticipated. If you skip these characters during their original runs, the second phase of version 5.3 will be an enticing chance to pull for them once more. In addition to the main banners, the update will also feature the Chronicled Wish, focusing on characters from Liyue. While the exact lineup has yet to be confirmed, it's likely that we will see characters like Xiao, Ganyu, Yelan, and Baiju, along with some standard characters like Keqing and Xingqiu. There are also rumors swirling about a potential change to the banner system, starting in version 5.3. The new system would have all new character banners available during the first phase of the update, remaining active for the entire 42-day patch duration. The second phase would focus entirely on rerun banners. If true, this could give players more time to pull for new characters while keeping the rerun schedule more predictable. However, this change is still unconfirmed, so we'll have to wait for an official announcement from Hoyoverse. Version 5.3 will introduce a completely free character, Lan Yen, who will be the first ever Anemo shielder in the game. She will be available during the second phase of the update, alongside the Lantern Rite event. As part of the Lantern Rite, players will receive a 4-star character selector, allowing them to pick any 4-star Liyue character for free. If Lan Yen doesn't appeal to you, however, you can choose from other Liyue 4-stars instead. Given the recent trends in past updates, there's also a possibility that version 5.3 could offer another free 4-star character on top of the Lantern Rite selection. For example, version 5.1 gave us a free Candace, while version 5.2 featured a free 4-star sword. If this pattern holds, we could be looking at 2 free 4-stars in one update. If true, this would make version 5.3 one of the most generous patches in recent memory. One of the standout features of version 5.3 is the introduction of a double reward system for farming artifacts and weapon ascension materials. This quality of life update will make farming these materials much more efficient and less tedious. Previously, double rewards were only available for talent books and boss materials, but expanding this to artifacts and weapon materials is a welcome change that will save players time and resources. With the highly anticipated releases of Mavuika and Citlali, the return of Clorinde and Arlecchino, the free character Lan Yen, and quality of life improvements, version 5.3 promises to be a massive update. There's a lot to look forward to, and whether you're pulling for new characters, enjoying the Lantern Rite, or simply farming for rewards, this update has something for every type of player. What are you most excited for in version 5.3? Are you pulling for Mavuika or Citlali, or are you saving for the reruns? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.